What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all absolutely fantastic. And today, as usual, we're going to continue with Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics. It's going to be the sixth chapter of the first book, so let's get started. The Platonic form of the good. Presumably, though we had better examine the universal good and go through the puzzles about what it means in speaking of it. This sort of inquiry is, to be sure, unwelcome to us because those who introduced the forms were friends of ours. Still, it presumably seems better, indeed only right, to destroy even what is close to us, if that is the way to preserve truth. And we must especially do this as philosophers, lovers of wisdom. For though we love both the truth and our friends, reverence is due to the truth first. Those who introduced the view did not mean to produce an idea for any series in which they spoke of prior and posterior. That was why they did not mean to establish an idea for numbers either. But the good is spoken of both in what it is, i.e., substance, and in quality and relative, and what exists in its own right, i.e., substance, is by nature prior to the relative, since the relative would seem to be an appendage and coincident of being, and so there is no common idea over these. Further, good is spoken of in as many ways as being is spoken of. In what it is as God and mind, in quality as the virtues, in quantity as the measured amount, in relative as the useful, in time as the opportune moment, in place as the right situation, and so on. Hence, it is clear that the good cannot be some common and single universal, for if it were, it would be spoken of in only one of the predications, not in all, not in them all. Further, if a number of things have one idea, there is also one science of them. Hence, if there were an idea of good, there would also be one science of all goods. But in fact, there are many sciences even of the goods under one type of predication. For the science of the opportune moment, for instance, in war is generalship, in disease medicine. Similarly, the science of the measured amount in food is medicine, in exertion, gymnastics. One might be puzzled about what they really mean in speaking of the so and so itself, since man itself and man have one and the same account of man. For insofar as each is man, they will not differ at all. And that is so, then neither will they differ at all insofar as each is good. Moreover, good itself will be no more of a good by being eternal. For a white thing is no whiter if it lasts a long time than if it lasts a day. But the Pythagoreans would seem to have a more plausible view about the good, since they place the one in the column of goods. Indeed, Speusippus seems to have followed them. But let us leave these for another discussion. A dispute emerges, however, about what we have said, because the arguments for the idea are not concerned with every sort of good. Rather, goods pursued and liked in their own right are spoken of as one species of goods, whereas those that in some way tend to produce or perceive these goods, or to prevent their contraries, are spoken of as goods because of these and in a different way. Clearly, then, goods are spoken of in two ways, and some are goods in their own right, and others goods because of these. Let us then separate the goods in their own right from the merely useful goods and consider whether goods in their own right correspond to a single idea. Finally. Alright guys, so we've done, not really done, we've done with the first part of this chapter, and we're gonna continue tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today in this reading session. See you. Bye.